Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello everybody.
Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone. The excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course...
Can he finish? He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Here's the header! Germany are looking to go forward now. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Cristiano Ronaldo. Shot, surely! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. De Paul, Modric gets a foot in here. Now, can they get him away? He's got away. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo, and he's managed to get free. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Gets himself into trouble, and he's lost it. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Out for a throw. So we're still where we started right now. It's a promising position. Oh, sweet feet. Shoots! Oh, fantastic from Ronaldo! He's got himself an absolute peach. He just absolutely speared that in.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, super ball! Shot a goal!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Aimed beyond the defence. Well, that's been cut out, well played. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Alexander-Arnold. Modric going full steam ahead down the left flank. Another chance from a corner. It's their second corner of the game. And that has been cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter. This looks promising. He's picked his way through. Oh, it's come loose. Osimhen couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. A heavy challenge. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Valverde. Well, they can break here.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Showing good feet. He is through here. Cristiano Ronaldo! I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. He's away. Now then, he's having a shot! Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
There's the shot! That is decidedly lacking. And the whistle goes for half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. And the action is back underway. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pinches it off him. Cristiano Ronaldo. Tries to play it through. Well timed, excellent interception. Nicely weighted ball. He's on it, can he get away? Oyarzabal! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. That is good strength. Yamal's cross. And that was asking just too much of him. And that's put paid to a promising move. Osimhen.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated? Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
That's a little off target. Some resolute defending there. Now that's well seen too. Oh, he's bustling through here. Looking for a real chance. Outstanding save to keep that out.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
So, third corner of the game. Keeper has taken decisive action. Germany have the chance to go the other way. Christensen is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Serginho. Now it's Oyarzabal. Great vision. Can he get onto this? And he's taking no chances there. Robertson. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Christensen. Threads one in. He'll try to keep this alive. Cross deflected behind for a corner. So their fourth corner of the game. He gets big, in for the pieces. Cleared without complication. Knocks it out wide. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Can he get on the end of this? He's had it taken off him. Osimhen showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. The chance to pull further clear. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The action has already started. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether...
Goes for a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That is a brilliant interception. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, when it comes to centre-backs, Peter, we can't really ignore the impressive Sven Botman.
Real chance! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And he welcomes it in. Oh, important interception. Locatelli. So just a one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Shapes to shoot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Valverde. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can. Now, can they get him away? That is a great pick out. He rises! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Good running, strong and purposeful. De Bruyne. That's an imaginative pass. Barcola receives it in a wide position. In comes the corner. Madrid with the corner. They're first. Shifted it to the flank. Tries to play it through. Barcola. Ball up he goes! They've done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game. Well, he's gone for goal. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. De Bruyne. Locatelli. Alonso. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Modric. Can he get on the end of this? Well read, nice interception. Well, they could break here. Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about. Aimed beyond the defence. That pass has been well intercepted. Lookman, and the shot! And it's in! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Madrid take the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to...
And a chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Madrid have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's had it taken off him.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Ronaldo picks it up out wide. Van der Ven defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Christensen. Valverde. Great vision. This is Ronaldo. Can he finish? Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
This possibly the last play of the half. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. So there was the first half.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about...
And the shot! Just a whisker away. Knocks it into space. And it's Valverde. Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he get it through? That's an excellent interception.
Cristiano Ronaldo really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Ambitious ball here. That has been cut short. Now it's Oyarzabal. Shoots! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. Oh, that's a fine interception. Madrid are looking to go forward now. And he cuts out the supply. It is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Thinks about the shot. Lovely, now then. He's found a way through. Ronaldo is flagged offside. And reclaimed it in a trice. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Oh, nice one too, very... He's having a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Now it's Xabi Alonso. Conceição, and the flag has stayed down. Valverde. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's on it, can he get away? And he's well positioned here. Big chance! They've scored! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
This is quite a battle.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, that is... And he shoots! It's there! And he is just ripping it up! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop? Goes for the header! Really well taken goal. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Oh, super header, wonderfully acrobatic.
Yeah, a diving header is always a pleasurable sight, and that was just about perfect.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 21.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So time for a potential game changer.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw.
It's roll! And yes, it's there! What a turn of events! We have a match here, all right. It is an epic. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually...
Big chance! Must be! And the shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! That's a sharp pass. Ronaldo chasing after it. Lookman! Played in by Lookman. Here comes another cross. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
That's a nicely shaped ball. That's a good ball.
Il quarto uomo indica 4 minuti di recupero.
And this is Hazard! There will be 4 extra minutes. Spread neatly. Valverde crossed into the middle. Mikel Oyarzabal touches it back. No, he's just misjudged that one. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Your reflections then, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here.
Oh, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
Seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like the full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Yeah, particularly the way he picks up those positions to gather goals and offer assists. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Not the most accurate pass. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Signore e signori, vi invitiamo a seguire le indicazioni delle forze dell'ordine visualizzate a breve sul maxi schermo.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone. The excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. Well, now here's a team sheet that speaks of excitement and unpredictability, Jim.
It certainly does, Peter, especially since it includes a certain Dimitar Berbatov. I think he'll be the key to connecting the midfield to the attack here. But remarkably unselfish too, and he will often drop that little bit deeper to try and trigger attacks himself.
Just such a clever footballer, and there's always a sense of danger when he's around.
Really looking forward to seeing him.
And it's been taken short. Can he finish? And now a sudden chance to counter. Ambitious ball here. Kupchu. And it's Kupchu. That pass isn't the best. Berbatov, he's got away. Eder Militao did well to stay calm there. And it's played into the middle. He's had it taken off him. Cannavaro. That has not gone well. And that... Oh no, what has happened here? He's found a way through. Albert Ferrer. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And that's paid to a promising move. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Short changes him with that pass. And it's Kupchu. Guardiola. Couldn't squeeze it through. So it is still 0-0. Modric. And it's played in here. Kupchu. And the counter is on. And this is Inzaghi. He's shifting through the gears here. Nicely aimed pass. Christensen did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Threads one in. Showing good feet. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Now it's Oyarzabal.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Modric. Oh, good spread.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Berbatov providing an outlet on that flank. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Scalvini. Jordan Henderson. Can he get it through? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Brilliantly cut out. Valverde. So what can they make of this? It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And he's let fly! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Some good work on the right flank here. Well, they could break here. Looking for the run. Showing great feet there. He is through here. It is a corner, good chance. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Great vision. Now that looks a decent ball.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. He's on it. Can he get away? He's picked his way through. Nice looking ball. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Valverde, can he spark a counter here? And that's gone loose. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Modric gets a good foot in there. It's a pretty loose pass.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Eder Militao. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That pass has been well intercepted. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition.
Climbs up big, and it's come back out to him.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Modric did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Has a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And here's Kutchu. Valverde. And still we await the first breakthrough. Looking for options for movement. Filippo Inzaghi.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Nicely weighted ball. Shot could be on. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, he's bustling through here. Valverde. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And he's intervened well there. And it's Guardiola. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, that's a clever looking ball. Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Inzaghi. Now it's Messi. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Flecken breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Now that's well seen too. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Robertson kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Messi, oh, that's fabulous. He's cut it out. Tries a shot!
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Costa Curta cuts out the pass. Now it's Oyarzabal. He's a sharp little ball here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Lovely feet. Cross goes in there. That has been knocked clear. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Kökçü. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Aims beyond the defence. And the shot! Oh, what about that? Finally! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Cambio di giocatori.
Barcelona are making a change now. So the first goal of the game.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And he's there to get it away. It'll be a throw-in. And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi che sul maxi
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
There's a great sense of excitement emanating from this great stadium in the north of Rome. It is intriguing, charming, truly exciting. It is time for them to cross swords again. The action has already started. Well, down the years, of course, Argentina have produced some of the great... Has a shot! Cruyff! No one quite like him!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Real chance! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Bellingham. To Messi. Cruyff, and this is... and Batistuta! Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
That pass just didn't quite work.
Batistuta really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Messi. Batistuta. Nicely aimed pass. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Goes down, but nothing given. Cruyff unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he's had a hit! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff touches it back. Just about within shooting range. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That is a little undercooked. And here's Cruyff. Oh, he's been caught napping. Decent chance! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to...
He's had a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Great vision. Oh, that's a key interception. And that's put paid to a promising move. And it's Cruyff. Valverde. And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Batistuta. And here's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Ah, that's a fine interception. Now it's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal tries making a foray down the right. Cristiano Ronaldo.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Messi. Can he spark a counter here? Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He slings it in. Messi! That is decidedly lacking. Valverde is there to clear. Now he's got space here. And he plays one through. Now can he... And the shot! Sticks it away! So smooth. A signature finish.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Pete.
Neymar! Really well taken goal. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Modric. And up towards the flank. Valverde. Shot could be on. Neymar. Eder Militao with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Gattuso, passing is crisp and sharp. Cruyff receives it in a good position here. And there's the end of the first half.
Signore e signori, vi invitiamo a bere in modo responsabile. Chiunque si renda protagonista di comportamenti inappropriati sarà immediatamente allontanato. Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 8. Lascia il campo per il numero 31.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get...
Can he finish? Oh, crossbar! And the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Bellingham. Valverde. And he was quick to react. Gattuso. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, red. Nice interception. Bellingham. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. This is Batistuta. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Neymar is behind this one. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Neymar! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Oh, easy pickings there. Can he get on the end of this? Neymar is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
No, that was never going to make it. Robertson.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Pavlovic has given away a free kick. Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Robertson. Valverde. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Quality ball. And the shot Cruyff! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Threads one in. He's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And that is exemplary defending.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
Oh, it's come loose. Chips it through. Goes for a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Bellingham is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And it's Neymar. Now it's Neymar. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Valverde. And now the breakaway. Now it's Oyarzabal. Steaming on goalwards. Oh, the movement is... Messi is fouled. And no surprise, that's a booking. Baresi, always a very imposing presence at the back. Otto stood his ground strongly. And this is Neymar. Oh, shoots! He should have put that one away.
Bellingham clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3 up.
And we have our very first corner. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's intervened well there. Modric. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 3.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
13. Cambio di giocatori.
Tries to pass it through. Ramani gets across to intercept that. Valverde tries to play it through. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And he's found a way past. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. That is a brilliant interception. Well, there's the clearance. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he's going to have his name taken. Ramani. Oyarzabal, he has found the way through. And we're done. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter. The players didn't show enough togetherness, and it was weak throughout.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.